Okay, and now we're back in Akihabara, and this is the pachinko parlor, one of them actually. There are many around the area, but this is just one. And usually, the place to exchange these balls for yen is always nearby, be it behind this building or opposite on another street. And generally, if you look to the left right here, you can see across the road there's a TUC shop. That is the store that you change your money in. So most of you know what Sneaker Dunk is, and it's mouth-watering how they have all of these PSA 10s here. In Japan, you can find one in Akihabara, very near the train station actually, but they do sell these slabs, although for inflated prices of course. And the reason for that is that they have lots and lots of Oripas here. You can see this one's for Iono. A few others there. There's even like sealed products there, look at that. There's a Pikachu, this is the anniversary edition. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. And now, these are the big hitters. So this is the PSA 10 slab Oripa. Yeah, so each of these, you're guaranteed the Oripa with a PSA 10 with every purchase, but this is 15,000 yen, which is like pretty expensive. But given that I spent 12,000 yen on a normal Oripa back then, maybe you might try that. Who knows? You can see there's lots of very interesting cards here. It's actually a pretty good place to stop by, just to look, if anything. Enjoy all of these. They do sell singles too that are not slabbed, and you can also sell your cards here, but there's not really a place to sit, so you might want to consider going to another store. I don't know how much they're gonna cut you, so you have to think about that. That's the vending machine ones too. Same ones all over. But yeah, it'll be good to stop by if you want to. So within the streets of Akihabara, there's actually a ton of card stores. So what you look for right now is the letters Toreka. So you can see the first three rectangles there. This store is called Torekaru, but generally the first three letters, if they say Toreka, then that's a good indication that they sell cards. Other than that, I mean, there's generally going to be a mix of anything. It's kind of like, you know, card store name, so they'll say something like that. Whatever's at the end or at the front doesn't really matter. As long as you see the letters Toreka, you should be able to find cards there. I think we actually went there, so we're not going to go there. Although I'm not sure, I might revisit it again. Ah, look at that. We are approaching another trading card store, and you can see it's Toreka. Toreking. So Trading King. So, I mean, sometimes they miss out one or two letters, but Toreka and Tore is like the short form for trade. So we're just gonna go up and see what this has, because I don't think I've seen this before. Okay, it looks new. Oh, okay, I've definitely never been here before. The layout is completely different. Oh, look at that, slabs. Because generally, what I would say is Akiba tends to overcharge for cards. So it's if possible, you would try to go around all the card stores before you decide on which price is best, because there's such a huge concentration of card stores around Akiba, so you don't really want to decide too quickly, you know. Oh, this Cynthia, I did buy it though. I'm not sure. There's some nice vintage PSA 10s too. Interesting. It's a nice place. I think I would recommend this place if you come here. This is very interesting. It's not just boring PSAs, you know. There's some like pretty interesting cards actually. And of course, the current king, One Piece. There's lots of other stuff too, it seems. PSA 10s, mangas. Not bad. Yu-Gi-Oh! Way too complex, not gonna touch that shit. And not bad. There's some sealed products here. Generally, what I would say, these are overpriced. Generally. These stores might be okay, but I've seen stores where they really rip you. Crazy. They rip you off like crazy. It's insane how badly they rip you off. So I would highly suggest not buying in like very mainstream places like this. I recommend either Pokemon Center that has a tax-free thing, or you go to an established chain. And of course, you look at the price again. If it's like higher than MSRP and it's a relatively new set, then don't. Oh, you can see the Oripass here. Same old, same old. You know, every store has it. You know, it's like gambling, but not as bad. Or some would argue worse. But oh well, you know, what can you do? It is fun though. You can see the ball there. So you turn the wheel, whatever ball comes out, and you get the respective price. So the gold, of course, is the top. You get money. Actually, it's ungraded. Weird. Oh, I guess it's 1,000 yen per roll. That explains it. Interesting, interesting. Pretty good store. Lots of very nice cards. Okay, onwards to more stores. We want to see, actually, what other stores there are. I'm going to guide you to a few of them. Not all of them, because I'm not going to walk the whole way. But generally, if you follow the streets, you should see quite a good amount of stores in itself. You don't even have to go into the small streets, although there are stores there. Although whether they sell PSA 10 or not, I'm not too sure. You have to go and check it yourself. But I mean, that's part of the joy of like exploring, right? To find all the stores. So it's not really something that's painful. In fact, I would say it's quite fun, especially if it's your first time. And we can come here. This is the one that I've been to quite a lot. You look at this little store, a lot of people will walk past it because it's like a tourist trap. Don't go to this. Just take this lift up and you should reach the store. Alright, okay, we're here. So you can sell your cards here. You can see on the left that was the counter for that. And you fill up the form, you sort your cards, and then you bring it to that counter. But you know, that's aside the point. Generally, if you've done it once, then you can do it again many times. Of course, you have to ask whether it's foreigner friendly. So just go to the counter and point at yourself. Gaijin, okay. And kind of, you know, I'm just saying it in a way that's like very basic. Anyone could say it. But yeah, this place has actually downgraded a little bit. It used to have some very interesting retro cards, but nowadays it's more how to say it? It's in a good way. It's more One Piece focused, but there's still some cards, don't get me wrong, but it's not as interesting. You can find these cards ungraded at almost every other store. But still a nice place, don't get me wrong. And the environment is actually pretty good. It's very cold, it's cooling. And yeah, it's alright, man. It's just that, you know, maybe I should have bought a bit more when I first came here. But it's too late for regrets. You can see there's still a few interesting stuff left over. But of course, as you know, now that the Pokemon hype has went up, the prices for these cards are crazy. And I'm not gonna just willy-nilly buy them. Especially if we don't know the condition. I mean, my eyes are okay, but not that good. But yeah, you can drop by here. Maybe there might be cards that you like. If you see it here, and you're coming to Japan soon, then you can try visiting and see if you can buy the card. Otherwise, well, it's up to your luck, I guess. Let me come here. Yeah, okay, so let's move on. Oh, yeah, anyway, here's a better look at the counter. You can see the first two letters there. That's an indication that they are able to buy cards from you. And of course, you take a tray, you take a form, or sometimes you don't even need a form. So in a previous case, I actually sold one piece card here, like a single card. So in those cases, you can actually just take the tray, put that one card in, give it to them. They'll have to ask you to fill a form with your residential details and all that, place of residence, your name. You hand them your passport for verification and all that, and then they will show you the price that they're taking for it. And if you're okay with that, say hi or just nod your head, and they'll give you the money. So yeah, let's just go to our next destination. I see one more. And another pro tip: how do you spot trading card stores from a distance? Look up. Literally, just look up. Because of how all these stores are all squished together, right? You can see that they always place their signs on the outside. There's this little row showing all the stores, or at least the stores that they advertise, in this particular building. So if you look up and you see the letters Toreca, then you know for sure that there's a card store there. So you don't have to go to every building, go look at the directory and all that. Generally, because card stores are quite a big thing in Japan, so if you look from there, you can tell. But we're not going to this one because I've already been here, and I think I've been here. But there was this one store that was purely for Oripass. It's purely for Degen, and like I mentioned in my last trip, there was this guy that spent I think $4,000 one shot. Yeah, that's insane. Or more, I think. I forgot the exact number, but yeah, it was just basically this guy who was buying online from TikTok. This guy was just streaming to him. It's all a mess. Okay, so if you've seen this Akiba Zone, then a short walk away from Akiba Zone, you can see this particular card store. It's quite interesting because they do sell more than cards. It's Otachu, I think. Well, it's one of many, to say the least, and quite popular too, because I guess they have cards and toys. A lot of tourists, when they see all these gacha toys, not gacha, crane game toys, yeah. When they see these crane game toys, they kind of get, tempted. Because to be fair, the quality of some of the crane game prizes are really good. It's insane how good they are for something you catch from a machine. And no, we did pull Kimono Girl. I'm not sure if it's in the shot or not, but yeah, we did pull this one. I'm quite happy about that. Back then, oh my god, it used to cost so much. Now it's that cheap. But it's an interesting store here too. No graded stuff, unfortunately, but they do have a mix of toys and cards. So if you wanna just, if you're bringing friends here, at least they have something to look. Because if you are just a card collector, if you're the only card collector among your friends, it's kinda, you're gonna drag them around for nothing. At least here they have some figures to see, whether they want to or not. But yeah, not bad. Let's get out. It's pretty squeezy right there. Hello and welcome back. Now we're back in the hotel room, so this is the end of the day. I hope you enjoyed the Akihabara walk. Just a little bit, because I'm not exploring the whole thing again. But as you saw, right at the end, I bought a little something from Sneaker Dunk. This is tax-free, so technically it's only $110, $120 only. It's a PSA 10 guaranteed, so you can see this thing is a slab. It's pretty hard, so You know, I advocate against this. For me personally, I'm always advocate of buying the card straight up, because this is just gambling. You know they're gonna make the money off of you. 2023. That's not good. It's probably trash then. Who the hell is Don Dozo? Isn't that the Donphan, ancient Donphan? Oh no, that's the it's an art rare. Very not worth it. But as much as I'm not an advocate for this, I can't be doing purely just what I don't advocate. So I did buy a single, this one for sure. Some of you who are more astute might have already gotten what this is, but I bought this because I thought the price was pretty decent. Right now, the price of this thing in the past used to be the price ungraded. So, and based on what I last checked, the medium price was around $270 USD. So the fact that I can get this for almost 270 HGD, it's not bad. It's quite a steal, personally. But of course, like I said, you should always shop around if you have time, and that led me to miss out on the one at Akihabara, where I mentioned there was one at 27,000 yen, which is 22,000 yen cheaper, or around $17 less. But I think it's still good. I think remember why I made that face? Maybe it's thumbnail. I don't know. At least we have something to show. I'm gonna buy a few more, and I might get one more of this because it's not as crazy. I mean, this is probably like $50, so max. Otherwise, it's probably around $30 to $40. So it's kind of bad, yeah. Oh well, but that's what you get, right? When you go for random stuff. So, alright. Anyway, that's the end for today, so ciao.